guys, Tonic here. In this video, I would like to show you a farming route that I like to use during the Mole Miner Treasure Hunter event. I've been using this route for the past few times that we've had this event, and it usually does generate some pretty good results. So in this video, I'm going to cover all of the locations that I use, and then at the end I will give some quick tips and tricks that can really help you out during the event. So without further ado, let's get right into it. For the first location on this farming route, we are going to start at the Wavy Willards water park. Usually you can find one near the entrance, and sometimes they will spawn deeper in the park. Now this location does have an underground maintenance area and some small shacks that they can hide in, so do be sure to check everywhere. After you end up clearing out the water park, you're going to want to head over to the Palace of the Winding Path. Now the mole miners here tend to spawn in these side buildings, so make sure you clear those out. Also, this location does have a small underground area as well, and sometimes they will be spawning down there. After the palace is cleared, you're going to want to head down to the Morgantown Airport. Now the airport is a great location because they usually do spawn out in the open so you can see them from a distance, and there is actually a few spawn locations here. Usually I end up finding them behind the airport, but sometimes they will spawn out front by the medical tents. After the airport, you're going to want to head down to Bolton Greens. Now this is an awesome location because it's so small and there's actually only a few spawn points. Usually they do spawn right out front of the building or in the main dining room. But moving on from Bolton Greens, next up we have Halvatia. This is a great place to check, and I actually do have pretty good luck here. I've seen them spawn by the church, on the main road, in the woods, and even off in the side buildings, so do be sure to run around the entire town. Now after Halvatia, I like to head right over to Sutton. Sometimes you can find them here. On this run I did get pretty lucky and I found two of them. One was in the church and then one was in the street. But I mainly like to stop here for the train station. By this time in the run, I've usually collected some weapons and armor from the treasure hunters, so I like to script them and get rid of that extra weight. Moving on from Sutton though, we are going to head over to the White Springs Golf Club. This is probably going to be the best spot in the run. I almost always get a few spawns here. On this run I actually got 4 to spawn, which is really good for one location. 2 of them spawned inside, and then I had 2 mole miners spawn out back. But moving on from the White Springs Golf Club, we are going to head over to Huntersville. Here they will usually spawn in the center of town by the super mutants. On this run I got 2 of them in the same house, but sometimes you will find them out in the streets. After that though, we're going to head over to Lewisburg in the Ash Heap region. Now this is a pretty big location with a ton of spawn points, but if you just run up and down the streets and listen for the sound, you will be able to find them pretty easily. After Lewisburg, we're going to head over to the last location on this run, Camden Park. Camden Park is just an awesome place to look for the treasure hunter mole miners. There is a ton of places here where they spawn. I've found them in the rides, by the entrance, by the restrooms, and even out back in the woods, and I often find a few of them here at once. Now I drew a quick map just to show what this run is supposed to look like, so pretty much here you can see that we start at the top, then we just zigzag our way through the middle and then end it with Camden Park. Now once you end the run, it's nice to server hop and then maybe you could just redo the run backwards, but I like to just fast travel back up to the top and then start the run over again. But now let's get into some quick tips that can make this run just a little bit easier. First off, if you have Fallout First, then I highly recommend that you do this farming run in your private server. You won't have to worry about people clearing out locations before you and taking the kills. Next, I would suggest that you use the travel agent perk card while doing the run. It just makes fast traveling a little bit cheaper. It's not very expensive to do the run once or twice, but if you do it a few times then the caps can really add up. Lastly, if you are having a hard time hearing the treasure hunter mole miner sounds, then you can actually just turn up your effects sound and it will make them much louder. But that is pretty much going to be it for this video, so I really hope that it helps you out. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, I really do appreciate it. And as always, I would like to give a massive thank you to all of the channel members: Terry Lockridge, Jaroslav Brzada, Cody Craig, Dalton Murphy, Robert Kennard, Nick Licht, Yosevated, Victrix, Argent Deer, Shaky Hands Workshop, Esdeath93, Axel, Kevin W, Anna S, Fallout McFly, Network Gate, Golty, Wandering Wastelander, Lanthar, Captain Awesome, Citizen Girl, Heather Henderson, Patrick Ruda, 23 Icefire, Jay Smith, Bowser Double Frang, Theodore, Digital Aardvark, Christy Mellon Schwitz. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys and have a great day.